How's it going out there, my fellow BMX bandits? Before I start today's video off, I want to apologize to Pantera, Nick, and Rob for my Neanderthal nonsense in their comments and blowing them up all night long. You guys are rad. Thanks for not giving me too much shit about that. But anyways, about the video today. So, Pantera made a good point on his video yesterday about high tensile steel. And this bike here is 100% high tensile steel. But this isn't a conventional high tensile bike. GT has, special stuff they did to try to make it as strong as possible for as affordable as possible. This bike was $400 listed. I got it for $389 on sale. So yeah, it's, kind of steep, but affordable at the same time. With these guys, with GT, other than the regular through the seat stay, seat stay through here to the top tube. Other than that, they've been doing this for a long time. And GT bump and stuff back in the mid school would bring the top tube all the way through to try to maximize the strength of that rear triangle. And they did it even more with this ovals type shape of the chainstay and that rear bridge there. And this, well, let me get a better angle. Sorry for the sun. That there. And they did some crazy magic with this. Apparently they tapered it, and a lot of things said that it's heat treated, but I'm not sure if you can heat treat high tensile steel, harden it without creating a bunch of weight. I'm not sure, but anyways, you guys can comment on that. Usually they don't come with a gusset as well. GT put the gusset on there, just a little bit more strength. Now, this bike will not take crashes very well. Stuff will start bending, but I have ridden this casually aggressive, you would say, and everything's still straight. All the dropouts, the wheel, see if I can get a damn angle on it, the rear end, everything's straight still. And for the first 2 years, I guess, I just ran the stock wheels, which is a rear double wall, single wall front, but seal bearings. And it was rigid hell, rigid as hell, I should say. And it held up all right. But my theory with the mags, right? So no matter how strong your mags are, they're always going to flex. That's just how they're built. They're built to absorb impacts. So with that theory, right, that the mags will take more of the impact from, I only do like 180s, and they're sloppy. I land hard sometimes, so I'm hoping that these take the brunt of the force. It'll give me a little bit more time with the frame. But now with me grinding, it's not gonna help none. So whatever damage I do while grinding is it's gonna be there, and it might show up soon. So I have to be as soft as possible while grinding. But I'm just trying to see what it can take, what it can handle for like my casual aggressiveness, I guess you would call it, and see if it can hold up to at least that. I'm not like your type of rider that can fucking just cruise around. If I see a curb jump or a curb cut or crack in the sidewalk, I gotta smoke that thing, man. I gotta boing off that joint, you know? So I can't just ride these things around. And this bike will never be sold. No one's ever gonna ride it but me. So, you know, I'll tear it up a little bit. Once I'm done with it, once it's cooked and or retired, whatever comes first, it's going up on the mantle. It's not going nowhere, ever. So, you know, there's that. But this bike is listed as a beginner to intermediate bike. And if you're a beginner, you don't know how to land and, you know, how you got bike control at least a little, I wouldn't be trying a lot of aggressive things on these bikes. GT, I stand with them, man. If it wasn't GT, I wouldn't be fucking with no high tensile steel. I've killed SEs, I've killed DKs, I've killed Diamondbacks, I've killed fucking Power Lights, anything you can think of. I've smashed it all, except for these. These I have never broke, never bent, never, none of that. But it's been also a super long time since I've ran high tensile steel. And they sure in the hell weren't built like this back then. Didn't have no sealed bearings, integrated front end, mid bottom bracket. They had to go big ass fucking ball bearings and the conversion kit, the American bottom bracket conversion kit. But with that bottom bracket being smaller like that, it takes less pressure off right there. More throughout the bike, but the thing is this metal is more rigid. It's not impact absorbent. But hopefully with these mags, it will give me a little bit of time to get some things in order so I can get the full chromoly build. Things are rough right now. And right now my wife is the breadwinner of the family. And she is super down for all this. But she works hard for her money, so I'm gonna let her enjoy her stuff, you know. I don't want to ask her for nothing. So it is what it is until I can figure it out. She's helped a lot with this build already so far, and with the channel. She's MVP of the channel. If it wasn't for her, none of this would be happening. And right now I'm using this YouTube stuff for my mental state, trying to keep my shit together with all this craziness going on. And after I was laid off and my custom freaking bunk got stolen right after I finished everything on it, over $1,000 into that bike and parts. Not to mention all the years of blood, sweat, and tears, and just all of it with that bike, man. I've been through a lot with that bike. It took so much damage, but it was chromoly, so they're built to do that. This bike, on the other hand, we're gonna see. You guys are gonna be on this journey with me, and we're gonna see what this thing's capable of, at least for my abilities. I was never good. Oh, don't get me wrong, I was never good, but I never just rode around. I was always jumping something. Always, well, once I started grinding in the mid 90s, late 90s, I see a ledge with wax on it, or I see a ledge that looks like butter, and it's going down, dude. I gotta do it. I don't know what it is, man. It's that BMX life, dude. You gotta fucking do tricks. You can't just ride it around. And I'm not a collector, so my bikes don't just sit around. I ride them. My Pro Performer, as soon as my brother answers me, I got it at his house. As soon as he answers me, I'm gonna go get that and make a video about that. She's all in pieces right now. She's looking real sad, but she's decent. She's got some scratches, some dings, because I ride the shit out of my bikes, dude. And that's a full chromoly bike. And it's got the same damn shit going on. I got some screwiness going on with the dropouts because they're massive back then, and I got some scars on the chain stays and shit, learning how to grind with the 60-pound bicycle. No, probably not that much, maybe around like 45, 50, dude, fully dressed. She's a tank. But yeah, man, what do you guys think? You think my theory's screwy with the mags absorbing most of the pressure and like sloppy 180s and sloppy landings, hard landings? I don't really go off nothing crazy, so I don't know. That ledge I was talking about too at the skate park, I don't think I would hit it with this bike. But also, I'm already scared of it. It doesn't even matter about the bike. I'm already scared of it. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. Just talking on my ass or what? Sorry for all the cussing too, man. It's just the way I talk, you know. Fucking Neanderthal over here. I get nervous behind this camera as well, so I don't know why. I'm trying to act like you guys are right here in front of me, but the camera always freaks me out for some reason. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think though in the comments. And I'll holler at you guys later. Thank you. Be easy, buds.